Hello. Welcome to the channel, the episode, the stream. Thank you for joining me, Wolfie69, for episode 34 of this, our New Frontier Forestry Survival series. We're picking up from the last episode, which we ploughed and seeded the two large fields over there with oats. We've already run the horses, so we haven't got to do those for March. But we will end up advancing on to April and possibly onto May as well, so we will have to run those a couple of times. We have got to switch out Dakota as well. Just make a note of that. Switch Dakota. Which is funny that they've got a horse here called Dakota, because I named one of my horses in Red Dead Online Dakota. Right, so yeah, nothing more to do except get on with it really. So let's go find the tractor, and I'm sure I had it's already set up. I had it all ready to go. So let's just jump into it and get on with it. Yay, oh, and look at that. It's already ready to go. That's brilliant. Let's take that in a little bit. So, I left it perfectly. But yeah, we've got a few bits I'd like to get through. Depending on how it's growing, we might cut and bale and wrap the other grass field over there. I'd like to, if I could, if I think I've got some stumps down here that need dealing with. Let's just have a very quick look. Yeah, there's a load of stumps there. They all need clearing away. So it's forestry, but not forestry. And yeah, that's how we're doing this one. I'll deal with doing the insides and then doing the headlands on that one. I'll set it to 2 headlands, so I've got a little bit more room because of that tree, because I do want to get rid of those ones. In fact, no, I was going to say I might get rid of those in a minute. I don't think I will. I'll just get these rolled for now, because that's what they need. As it stands, there is still no precision farming. We haven't got that going yet. But that's primarily because we want to get through harvest. As soon as we're through harvest, then it's going to be a whole new game. Well, move, Bambi. Yeah, it's going to be a whole new game. I don't know if anyone out there is interested, but I have been thinking about branching out and doing some more gameplay of different games. I do very much enjoy playing my games, and so if you want to let me know in the comments if there's anything that you would prefer me to play, whether it be a simulator or something else, whether you want to see an actual full proper gameplay of GTA 5 or Red Dead Redemption, or whether you'd like to see me play another simulator game as well, such as Construction Simulator, or what was it then? I would say Pressure Washer Simulator, but I think that'd be taking the mickey a little bit. There was another one I'd thought of a moment ago, but it was, could always do Train Sim World videos. I really don't mind. I enjoy playing games, and if I can branch out and appeal to more of your interests, then more's the better. But I don't mind. I'm up for playing any games, really, to be fair, if I've got access to it, and I have got access to a lot of games. Everything that PlayStation has given away for the last 7 years or something like that. Honestly, I couldn't, off the top of my head, tell you how long it's been, how long I've been a PlayStation Plus member, but they give like 2-3 games away every month, and I've been picking up the licenses for every single one of them for, as I say, like the last 6-7 years, something like that. So I have got a lot of games to choose from. There are occasions when those free PlayStation Plus games roll around and I already own one because I've bought and paid for it already. But, I am very much one of those that I do my best to get the best deals possible. I don't like spending out megabucks for a game if I don't have to spend out megabucks for a game. Yes, when it came to this, I feel I was bitten a little bit because of the bugs and glitches that it's got. Because I paid out for like the deluxe edition that had the season pass with it, so I paid out for that. I feel like I said, I was bitten a little bit. Nothing like how I feel about Destiny 2. I got the pre-order bonuses and everything for that when that first released, and to put it as politely as possible, it's an absolute shit show. I can't access the content that I pre-ordered and paid for. The entire original Red War campaign is inaccessible. So is the entire Trials of Osiris. Not the Trials of it's not the Trials of Osiris. They're open. They're not classed as vaulted content. The Curse of Osiris, that was it. That was the DLC. Can't access that. That was one of the enjoyable parts, was running through like the Infinite Gardens or whatever it was called, and having like, yes, it was procedurally generated, I understand that, but it was fun. You could get lucky on some runs and have like excellent enemies the entire way through. You could get really unlucky on other runs and have like the top end hard bastards the whole time. It was fun, even though I still felt, I paid, I think it was like £85 or something like 85 to 95 quid I paid for Destiny 2 pre-order and everything for the season pass for the first year, primarily because I really enjoyed Destiny 1. I really did. I bought all the DLCs for that twice over, in fact, because I bought them all on the 360 and then bought them all for PlayStation. But yeah, it just kind of sucked a bit when Destiny 2 came out. They did all that. I was like, oh, it was like a really short story, it felt like to me, but I'd kind of fallen out of playing with lots of other people at that point, and didn't really do the raid or anything like that I had done for other ones. I'd done the Taken King a few times. I'd done the Vault of Glass with Atheon a few times in Destiny 1, and I wasn't too bad. I sort of got in the group, I figured out what I needed to do and left everyone else to do their own job, and picked up shots where I could to help out. But yeah, they were fun times, but I kind of fell out of being able to have the time to dedicate to doing that, which is a shame. Primarily because you'd get to a point people would mess up, myself included. There would be times that I'd mess up. I'm only human at the end of the day. We all make mistakes. But yeah, so I made mistakes, other people made mistakes, and then you end up with people getting disheartened and being like, no, I've been doing this for like 3 hours now, I'm out. And you can't really hold it against them, because there are situations that you yourself, or me at least, I've been in it. It's like, look, yeah, I've been going at this for 3 hours. We tried this checkpoint like 10 times now. We're not getting past it. Cheers, guys. I'm dipping. And it's one of those that everyone has the skill. Everyone in that little group has been through it before. Everyone has done all of those roles before. But just together as a team, for whatever reason, you don't mesh, or you're having a slightly harder day of it, or whatever, and things don't go right. So there are bits and pieces of certain game modes and bits that I paid for that I wasn't able to access, but I understood that those bits were on me. But when they just vault the entire the entire like slate of content and just vault it so that you're never able to access it again, that kind of annoys me, especially when it's content that you've bought and paid for. And then they turned it into a free to play game, so you can download Destiny 2 for free right now. You can't play any of the expansions, but you can play the game, and I imagine jump into the multiplayer, and oh look, you've got the multiplayer, but well, you haven't got any of the bits and pieces because you haven't really played the game, and there's no way for you to customise. But oh look, there is a way for you to customise. It's called Eververse. Please give us your money in exchange for silver. Oh, there's something going through the European courts about that. I'm very impressed with. Or some court somewhere. Or I think I heard on Bellular News. They're a good channel for info on certain bits and pieces, but yeah, they picked up on this in as much as they're going to sort things out, so you can't, a game cannot offer you this item for 700 in-game virtual bucks. Buy this pack of 1,000 in-game virtual bucks. Oh, look at that, you have some left over, but they're not enough to buy anything else. I think they're changing that so that you'll be able to purchase directly the things you want, which will also make them open and viable for refunds on bits and pieces that you no longer want or didn't use. Or so it's going to open a whole can of worms. There's a lot to be done on it, but it's good that it feels like gamers are no longer... We're starting to like fight back a little bit, and it's one of those. Gamers come from all walks of life. You can be a gamer, and you can be, I don't know what, you can be a gamer and you can be a straight white British male. You can be a gamer and come from Africa. You can be a gamer and come from China or Brazil or Australia. Gamers come from everywhere and all walks of life, and it feels like we as gamers are starting to be given a little bit of respect, with the fact that, well, now they're sorting out that little issue. It's nice. So yeah, it's just the fact that they'll start sorting out so you don't get overcharged for these in-game currencies and things, because they have no transferable value. You spend out a tenner on in-game currencies, and okay, so you just handed a tenner to that company for half of a quarter of a Sims stuff pack, or one of their kits packs or something like that. It just never made any sense to me. I was never happy with the situation as it was. And we're going to have to follow this one for now, aren't we? And I'll sort it out when we get further down. But yeah, it's nice that the courts are going to sort it out so that you don't have this item costs like 800 virtual bucks. But you can buy this pack of 1,000 virtual bucks for a tenner, and you've got 200 virtual bucks left over, and yeah, they're hopefully going to scrap that whole idea, which is nice. I need to be careful up here that I don't run over my chickens, because that's not my goal. I believe they call that spatchcocking. If you, it's a really weird... I only heard about it a few years ago, obviously. It's been around for quite a long time, but yeah, if you put a chicken in the roasting pan and then like press down on its breastbone so that you break it and it caves inwards, apparently that is called spatchcocking. Yeah, weird. Culinary tips from Wolfie69. No, don't trust me on cooking advice. I'll give you all food poisoning. That's the closest I get to cooking that bakery. I say that, I make a mean bolognese. I say I make a mean bolognese. I put dolmios in a pan and heat it up. That's really, really good. I mean, technically, yes, I do brown off the mince and fry the onions and stuff to start with, and I can do that thing with the open fire outside and you cook stuff over it. Barbecuing. I can do barbecue. But that's just a typical man thing. All men do barbecue. Have you ever noticed when you're at a barbecue or anything, all the guys just stand around the barbecue and go, fire. Yeah, that's cooked well. Yeah, damn right. It's the primal thing. It's like we see fire and it's like, yeah, respect. I'll switch this out so we've got two headlands. Yeah, that's what that is. That'll do. And that one there. And those clouds have really rolled over now as well, haven't they? What time is it? We're facing north. There's the sun over that direction. Yeah, well, apparently we're due some sun. So I say that and they roll off and we get a little bit of sun roll over. We're due some sun soon, so we'll see how it goes. But finishing this off won't take us too long. I mean, it'll take us forever if I drive like this. Much more, but we're already through a field. Droppy, and away we go. It's nice. I did miss doing this. I only missed one episode slot, but I did miss it. I do very much enjoy getting back into this game, this specific save game, because I only play it when I'm online doing my streams. I only play it when I'm on doing the streams. I don't touch this one at all outside of YouTube, so you guys see absolutely everything that happens within this save. There's no cutting corners, there's no camera, like behind the scenes camera trickery. You'll see if you look at the end of one episode and then the start of the next, the minutes are literally, there's maybe a minute or two between the end of an episode and the start of the next one, at the most. Yes, anytime there has been one issue a little while back, I started doing stuff and set everything up to go, but it wasn't putting out. So you missed about 20 minutes or so, but you picked up exactly where I was and I carried on as normal, so that was all good. But absolutely everything else from this series is, and this map has gone up And you've seen all of it. All of this build up from absolutely nothing, where I was storing my implements just next to specific trees that signified where I was and what I was doing. I haven't got that mod list together yet, but everything's pretty easy to find in the ModHub. I will get on it. There is, I wonder how much, because I, as I mentioned, I'd like to sell Dakota today because she's at just over 1,000 or so. So I would like to sell Dakota, but I did notice there was in the ModHub, I'll drop this down and we'll go in and have a quick look. In the ModHub, in animal transport, was this. Now it's the second one that's in there. The first one doesn't have Joskin at the front of its name. But yeah, it takes horses. It takes horses, pigs, cows, and sheep, as well as chick. Oh shit. Okay. That's what I get for going in and trying to have a look and show you guys. Messed that up slightly, didn't I? Never mind. Never mind. It's entirely my fault, and I have to live with the consequences. Oh, that's still down. Let's go. But yeah, that Joskin trailer can take horses as well as all of the other animals. As well as chickens, actually. Apparently can fit 110 chickens in it. So I was thinking I might switch out the 2 trailers I have for that one, just because then it's a proper multi-use. I only need 1 trailer. Although now I do actually own the other 2 trailers, so what's the point? I know exactly why I did that as well. Just having a very quick think. I know exactly why. I'm used to the other tractor, that one over there. That didn't have as much power, so it used to take slightly longer to get up there, and I'm used to the old length of time. That's all it is. Trying to do things with a new tractor, I've got to adjust now to getting things done quicker. Because this thing has the power, as He-Man used to say. That's my fault as well. There is the option. You can have it deactivate cruise control at the end of the line. Yeah, now here's the really awkward one. The very next one isn't as much of a problem because you just do it the other way. And away we go. I don't know why it keeps doing that. Right, quick sip of me coffee. There we go. And I was paying attention. Oh, well, that's a lesson learned, isn't it? Entirely my own fault. It's not even like the chat was active, so I got that to blame on. It's entirely me. But yeah. If at any point you're watching this in the future and you think of any games or anything that you'd like me to play, then feel free to let me know. As I say, jumbling around in my head, I've got Construction Simulator, Red Dead 2, GTA 5. I just do a stream of them a week, maybe 2 streams, depending on sort of what's what. And that doesn't mean that I'd stop this. I'd continue my at least 1 stream on this a week. I think for the extreme foreseeable future, it's going to be an episode of this, because I very much like this, and we'll add the new bits and pieces in as and when we can. I mean, you never know, at some point we might have a field large enough for like a Nexat or something, or a MacDon. It will be exciting times at some point, but we just need to get to the point that money is a little more free-flowing. So unfortunately, I do think we will need to do some more logging at some point. I'm going to have to do so much more logging. We need to take down so many more of those trees. Because I'll get another field in over there. As big as possible, taking up the excess space. I literally just have a path going between, as there's a path over there, and it will conform to the shape. I'll take it up to the edge of the, as far close up to the edge of the map as possible, with a path, just so I can run down the side of it, and I've got a barrier between myself and the very edge of the map. Spinny spin. So yeah, what is the games? Train Sim World, Construction Simulator, what was it, Police Officers Patrol Simulator, something like that. I've got that one. Patrol Officers Police Simulator, whatever it's called. I've got that one. I don't have the Highways DLC for it yet. I will pick up when I see it on the PlayStation offer. That's what I was saying. A few years back, I picked up The Division, all of the DLCs for it and everything, like 25 quid or something, and then a little while later, The Division 2 was on sale with all of the DLCs and everything. It was like 60 odd % off. It was 30% the original price. I paid £25 for it. I believe it's like 75-80 quid. So that's not bad saving. Very much the way to go with Ubisoft games. They like to do that wonderful game developer thing of, here, look at this nice flashy trailer we've made with lots of preset pieces and all upscale rendered artwork and stuff like that, and then the game gets released and it's Watch Dogs. Enough said. I will give Ubisoft credit where credit is due. I've platinumed pretty much most of their Assassin's Creed games. Unfortunately, I never platinumed Black Flag, just because it had the online sections, I believe. I might have Platinum Black Flag actually, I just never got 100% trophies because they'd separate the trophies into separate DLC packs. I think that was the case, which annoys me when they do that, but I mean, it should only download it. You should only be able to view the trophies that you can actually possibly get. There's no point showing me trophies for a DLC pack when I don't own that DLC pack. That just makes it look like I don't complete my games. And it's like, excuse me, I do complete my games, but you've just decided that you're going to put DLC packs on there, and I've decided that I'm not interested in that DLC pack, but you don't care. You're going to make it so that I can see the trophies for that DLC pack, and it's going to make me feel like crap because I can see the trophies and it's not going to say 100%. You're going after my completionist side. That's the way I feel about those DLC trophies and stuff. I feel like Peter Griffin. You know what really grinds my gears? Do you know what really grinds my gears though? Sand. Gets right in the lubrication fluid, sticks to everything, it grinds up your gears, something awful. But yeah, as I said, feel free, suggest any other games and I'll possibly play them. I mean, I've only mentioned 4 or 5. There are lots and lots of games out there. I may or may not have an interest in it. It doesn't mean that I won't necessarily give it a chance. Yeah. But yeah, just something else to liven it up so that if you're interested, you're not always stuck with Farm Sim. I am quite a free gamer. I used to love playing Guitar Hero back in the day with a control pad. That was back in the old 360 days. This is nice, we're getting through this fairly well. Right, so that, once I'm around this, that is both of these fields prepped. They're all ready to go as soon as we roll through, and it's harvest time though. Once we've done harvest, before we do anything else to the fields, we'll, I might plough them first actually, but before we do anything else, we'll get precision farming activated, because it's not active on this. It's downloaded, installed, all that, but it's not activated. We'll get that activated and see what a change that makes. Hopefully we still make a fair amount of money, because that really was a very nice payday when we loaded up those trailers. I think that is something I want to pick up at some point, is a longer trailer just for deliveries more than anything else. I'm thinking about it. If I had a longer trailer, I could use the little trailer with the auto load for the bales, auto load them onto it, then effectively decant them onto the larger trailer. Worth a look at some point. We don't need them right now. We have no bales. sold them all. I say that, and I believe I've just seen some in the distance. Like, right above the tractor over there. Or is that just a bush? I think that's just a bush. It is just a bush. I thought it was a bale. I thought I'd left a bale there. Nope. Okay, so yeah, we've got no bales. If we advance on, though, the little field over there should have some grass ready to go. And there we go. 2 fields completely rolled, all sorted. That didn't happen. I didn't drive out of the side of the field and into another one and ruin some of my crops. That never happened. Oh no, straighten up. Alright, take that round. Close enough. There we go. That'll do for now. Okay, so we've got there's a tree. Right, so we've got those sorted. Let's Dakota. $1,038. Dakota's in the trailer. Cheeky save. Right. We'll pop down, look at the horses. Horse pasture. Research for the yep. Awesome. That's all 100%. So this one would all be 100%. Dakota's in there. Let's go and get another horse. That's nice as well. I've just seen that we've got some butter there in the dairy. I think it's butter. Let's line that up that way. Is it butter? Is it? No. Yes, it's butter. I don't know. Don't ask me what I'm making. Why should I know? But yeah, the dairy's churning out some butter. Ba-dum-ts. Oh, technically that does mean we're going to have to ride this one today to, I should have waited until tomorrow and then sold it now, because I wouldn't feel right selling it without riding it. Okay. So let's sell Dakota. Nice. Monies. I genuinely, let's just get a bay. messed up. What's this one called? Max. Okay. So let's go and put Max in the horse pen. I believe we're over that way somewhere. Yep, looks about right. And we're back. So let's get Max stuck into the pasture. Oh, great. I'm stuck. I had to tab off the horse and into the vehicle. Oh, right, that's... Yeah, watch out, Artax. Oh, yeah, that's still bugged out. Okay. Please don't be slightly broken. It kind of looks like it is. Don't be. Oh. Let me out. There we go. That's that done. Now, I'm not going to ride Max today. I shall give her a break. I will very quickly go into all that. It's looking dark. And we're getting closer and it's lightening up. No, this isn't. Let's have a look at the thing. I swear it won't say it's ready yet. Oh, it does say it's ready. But that will be... Yeah, that's not full grown yet, I don't believe it. Another month. So... But we sold Dakota and bought ourselves another horse. So, which is nice. So we shall leave those ones over there. I'm going to advance it on to April because we're all done with March. There we go. Moving on to April. Now, of course, we need to run the horses because it's a new day. Part of why I didn't want to run Max yesterday. Let's get them done immediately. Let's turn around and jump over the other side so that I've actually got a chance of being able to jump over. Bambi over there again, look. We'll buzz around the farm, take a quick look. That's nice, the oats are now starting to grow. And from a distance you can't see where I drove into the barley. Now you can. But we'll be down here shortly. There are a load of stumps that need to go. So we'll throw that on the back of that Massey there. Just get all those stumps gone. We may take down a couple of trees because they're in the way. This one here, there's two over there right next to the edge of the field that I want gone. This one here and that one there, so there's 5 in total. There's not many, but they do need to go. Hi chickens. Almost hit it. Let's aim you that way and take a look. And the chickens have food and are happy. Have food and are happy. Have not much food. Need to get them some. Okay. That's not a problem. That can be done. Goats are happy. Horse is happy because it's the only one in there. Bakery is inactive because I have nothing in it. Dairy has no milk with which to make butter. Oh, it has a little bit of milk. Right, hold on then. You go. Oh, I was hoping that was just going to go in then. Right, you go in there. Right. So that's working away again. Because there's no way to automatically have... I say there's no way. I believe there is actually a way you can place... go into free placement and place a purchase point or something straight over the appearance of the items. The spawn point for the items, but as I said before, I do like an element of realism. Okay, so throw some water into those at some point, and all of that is out because none of it's working. Not a problem. Not a problem at all. And we need the help menu so I can see what we're at 100%. We need to switch her out, and there's a wall there, but you're fine. Come on then, Max. Oh, go away. There we go. Okay, yeah. It is speed dependent. I just had a look to see. I was watching the top left to see how quick it was advancing. I believe we haven't done too badly. Since we've only been going about 4 years or so, I believe. It's not been long. Four years on the farm. The channel's been going a fair bit longer than that. I got some Red Dead videos from like 6 years ago on how to do bounties and online. Not I believe a couple of my videos. Some of them might be from like 8 years ago as well. It's crazy looking back at some of those and believing that I was playing those games back then. Some of them feel like it was just yesterday. Just thinking about this conversation my wife and I have had a few times in the past. It's we discuss, why does it always feel like as you get older time goes quicker? And it took a little while, but I had to explain to her. It was because it's the same as if you why does an ocean seem so vast? Well, it's due to our size. If we were much bigger, then the ocean would seem like a puddle. It's the same with time. The larger we get, so the older we get, and the more time we have experienced, the more time seems to fly because we have experienced more of it. And I'm still brushing that one, trying to get me head around trying to explain that concept. It's an odd one, don't get me wrong, it's an odd one. But, yeah, time seems to fly when you're older because of where you've experienced it in so much more of it. That's why to a child, like telling them something is next week, it's like, oh, that's forever. Yeah, because they've only experienced, say, like 100 weeks and so total. Right, so 100 weeks, that would make them only like 2 years old. But so, I mean, you think about it, 400 weeks would make them 4 years old. So, and that's rough. I know that's rough. I mean, technically, it's what 408 weeks makes them 4 years old. But by that logic, 4,080 weeks makes you 40 years old. Now an hour seems to go by quicker at 40 than it does when you're a child, because your perception of time, you've experienced a lot more time, and so that hour doesn't seem like as much. It's an odd concept, but extremely philosophical. Right, and we can get rid of that again for now. Right. Start that up. And let's go. Let's get down here, get this hooked up to... I might use this actually. Go on. Yes. Alright, get in a little bit. There's one, let's start there. Oh, it seems like it cuts them away quicker as well. Is there anything this thing can't do? Other than use a front loader. I'm aware it can't do that. Oh, I did that the wrong way. Need to come off that way. It's nice having this on the front. Some of them I can literally just go. Oh. Wow, I cut down a lot of trees. Oh, and they're reverse, of course they are. I am not sure if anyone's interested, but I had a look very recently for the Sim Stick because of where they're releasing one for the PlayStation version of Farm Sim 25. I had a look, yeah, it's got price tag, it's £100. I don't believe I saw it in a bundle. Yeah, with the... I may be wrong, it might be there, but I don't believe I saw it in a bundle with a wheel, specifically for the PS5. But the price of the other ones, I think it was like 100 and... It's one of those. I've seen some people saying, oh yeah, it will change the way you play the game. Yeah, but the game is perfectly playable as it is. Yes, the game has got some bugs and whatever, but the game is perfectly playable. You don't need this £100 piece of kit to play the game. It would be very nice, don't get me wrong. If Thrustmaster want to send me a steering wheel for the PS5 and send me a sim stick, then I will absolutely try them out and see what they're like. It does not mean that they're going to get a glowing review from me because they sent me free stuff. I don't care who it is. I'm never going to sign a contract that says, oh yeah, we're going to give you free stuff, but you have to say it's great, because I like the autonomy to turn around and go, you know what, this is shit. That's entirely my prerogative, and I will not give up that prerogative for anything. If I believe something is shit, I will say so. If I think something is overpriced, I'll say so. But then again, the world is now overpriced. I mean, everyone says GTA is a parody. Yeah, it used to be. It used to be. I'm really perplexed as to how GTA are going to parody real life when real life seems such a parody of itself nowadays. How can you make something over the top and outlandish when that's all people are doing because they think that's the way to go? Now, I'm not blaming GTA, not in any respect, because it would be silly to blame just one factor for the state of the world nowadays. And as I've said in a previous episode, I have got a nice shiny soapbox. I get it out, polish it quite often. I like to get up on there and rant my opinions, but yeah, people like to show off nowadays for no reason other than, yeah, look what I can do. Virtue signalling, I think, is a bit that really gets me. Hold on. You're filming yourself giving this homeless guy $100. Why not just give the guy $100 and move on with your life? Why have you got to film it and then like farm for engagement and views? Be like, oh, look what I did, I'm such a good person. No, 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 no. If you were such a good person, you'd do it and you wouldn't need the validation from society. There is a problem right there. You do not need validation if you do something good. The fact that you've done something good should be validation enough, and that's part of the problem, is because there is too much validation for the people who do things wrong. There is a right way to do things, and there is a wrong way to do things. I mean, that's the way it's always... You wouldn't attempt to go mining for coal, for example, with just a hammer and a chisel nowadays. You'd have excavation equipment and proper mining equipment and stuff like that, and everything would be set up properly. You wouldn't literally just go out into the middle of nowhere with a hammer and a chisel and go, yeah, I'm going to start mining for gold or coal or whatever. Because nowadays there is a right way to do things and a wrong way to do things. And I hate to say it, but half of the population, half of the younger generation never got discipline. That's the problem. They never got told no. They started throwing a strop and were just allowed to get away with it. No. I will tell all of those right now that didn't need it, didn't get it when they were younger, no. Stop it. Stop being a disappointment. Stop being an idiot. Okay? You think what you're doing is funny. You think what you're doing is great. You think that everyone is laughing with you. They're not. They are laughing at you and the fact that you have been an imbecile. Don't be an imbecile. You've seen some of those, I hope you've all seen some of those memes a long time ago. They said, be like Bob. Bob does nice things. Bob doesn't expect things in return for doing nice things. Be like Bob. Yeah. Honestly, that's all it takes. Just be like Bob. Bob does nice things because it's the right thing to do. And that's the problem, is a lot of people nowadays choose to do whatever because it's easy. Yeah. Well, here's a lesson about life. No one said that the right thing was going to be easy. Get over it, put in a little bit of effort, and do the right thing. So when you give that homeless guy $10, well, just give him $10 and move on. You don't need to film it. You don't need to put it up on your tickety-tocks. You don't need to be like, look at me, I'm such a good person. No, you're such a vain person that needs validation from the world at large. Get over yourself. You are nothing special. Your life has been lived 1,000 times before, Dave. You're married with 2 children working in accounts. I can't remember what that was from. I think it was Seth MacFarlane's Cavalcade of Cartoon Comedy. That's a mouthful and a good watch. It's an hour of hilariousness. Let's go and check this field, see what the grass is like. Looks a little thicker to me. What about you? Right. With that being the case, I think we need to do some cutty-cutty. So where's my mower? There's my mower. I need another shed. and we can cut so quickly now. So I'm doing more than I normally do. Let's just do... all of the edge of this as well. There we go. Awesome. Awesome, right. Oh, wrong button. Start at the bottom, start down here. I was going to start up the top end, but now we'll start down this bit. Oh, it's nice having that extra power. Ooh. Awesome. Yeah, let's go for a second run the whole thing. Oh, it's really misty now, isn't it? Awesome. Alright, let's just do back and forwards now. I know, it is the tiniest bit, but I said it before, if I don't get it, my OCD will ping me as I go by, and that's not good. If you're out there and you want to say hello, please do. I am interactive. I will chat back to you. You can have a conversation with me. I'm not going to call you an idiot. Not unless you are one, at which point I still won't call you an idiot. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. Mine might be that you're an idiot. Mine might be that you're the cleverest person I've ever encountered. It all depends. You might believe I'm an idiot. I wouldn't call you wrong. I wouldn't necessarily agree with your assessment. In all cases, there are some cases when, yeah, I completely agree, I have been idiotic. One of them was a couple of episodes ago when I threw down that shed after putting the dairy down. Oh, I should have done that the other way. That was silly. Again, one of those things you don't know until you've done it and you've made the mistake and you learn. Because that's all any of life is. It's all a learning experience. Cracking through this as well, to be fair. And of course I've done a little extra. I did the extra half on the I say half, I did the extra bit over there. I'm wondering if I do a couple of the other extra bits that we've got. Oh. Yeah, there we go. Couple more passes, this will be done. This is, as I said, not taking us very long. So I'm wondering, should I do some of the extra bits? That was smooth. Even I got to admit that was kind of smooth. Oh. There we go. Not entirely sure, I don't know. A good chance it won't, but I'm hoping. Oh, no, okay. I was hoping I'd be able to attach those. Just to be able to move this. Oh, yeah, but I can't drop it like that, can I? Drop that there for a moment, grab this. Will do. Yeah, we'll do this bit too. May as well. We'll go up to... There, we'll do. We'll just catch everything in the middle of this. Well, I don't think I did this too long ago, so it's not going to be much on that, but... Awesome, this will be the last little pass with this bit. Oh, almost. There's the tiniest. There we go, alright. Lift that up. And do this bit. Once we're done with this, I would like to spin it through to May as well, so that we are a step closer to harvest, and with harvest, well, with just after harvest comes precision farming, which will be nice. Doing any of those bits up there. We've done this bit here. Let's go and take a quick look. I was going to say a little awkward, but actually this bit here isn't so awkward. Let's... okay. Awesome. Okay. And then I'll trace this down the side of the path. Awesome, awesome. So it's now just everything inside that. Or at least everything inside it that actually has grass. Okay. And then I think we'll go and check down where we just cleaned up those stumps a minute ago and see if there's any grass down there we could do a quick choppy of. I mean, there is some, but I don't know how much it's going to be like this stuff, just non-existent. We'll have to go around a couple of areas at some point and just put in some proper meadow grass, because this for the effort I'm putting in, this really isn't yielding. It's not a proper field, no. I didn't think it would be as patchy as it is. I think is the best way of putting what I'm on about. Haha, awesome. That's that whole section done, even though it wasn't too great. Let's go and have a look, see what it's like. Okay. Drop. Are we actually getting anything? Yeah, we are, okay. I'm still here, I am still chatty if anyone wants to say anything. I'm just, I am concentrating. Now, of course, I'm not expecting huge amounts from this, but anything is better than nothing, seeing as it was just ground covered with trees before we cut them away. So we'll get them wrapped, and we'll get them baled up, wrapped up, and slowly turned into silage. Not much left. Oh, kind of mess that one up. One more half pass. And that'll do. We don't need any more than that. Well, we didn't need that much, to be fair, but cheeky save. Let's blast up goats. Sheep. Right, there's that dropped. There's that crashed into, so crash counts on 1 for today. That's the Tedler. Where's the... over there. There's the windrower. Come on. If I line that up, I can throw both of these down to there in one line. And that works. Like that. There we go. Go before I run into that again, because that is not what I meant to do last time. Okay. works. Yeah, this is all rounded corners, isn't it, until that one. So I've just driven all the way up there for no reason. I'm going to do one bit at a time. I'm not going to split backwards and forwards. Okay, there's those bits. Now onto the actual field. I do think I should have picked up a square baler and a square bale wrapper. Just because the square ones, you haven't got to stop to allow it to get out, but allow the baler to open. Because of where it's square, it just packs it in as it's going through. Whereas the round balers need to spin to make it round. So I do think I should have picked up a square baler, but we've got a round baler, so it's what we've got to live with for now. I mean, it's not the end of the world. It's, in the grand scheme, it's not even a big deal, but... Whee! Okay. That is all of those lines there. So I've done all of that bit and all of that middle bit. So it's just the bit over next to the bakery. I'll leave this on as we go over. It's fine. Oh, this bit too. It's not just the bit over by the bakery, is it? It's this bit as well. Right, there we go, there's that little bit. Round to the bakery. Ah, too close. Ah. I'm normally okay with reversing. I don't know if you've seen before, but I can reverse things. To an okay degree of skill. There we go. And if we spin like that. Yeah, okay. Shouldn't take us long to get that other bit done as well, and then it's just a matter of bailing it up and wrapping it, which in itself again shouldn't take too long. Oh, don't. was going to say, I could see myself Austin Powersing it for a moment there. That is not what I wanted to do. Okay. Awesome. I don't know about any of you, but it makes sense to me to cut all of this and get some extra grass off it. And then all we're going to do is either turn it into a field or use it for expansions of some variety. So if we can put all the grass that's on it to some use before we do that, then why wouldn't we? Don't know if anyone out there is interested, but I've mentioned before, my daughter's got type 1 diabetes, poor little thing. She's not even 2 yet, so it is a bit of a struggle for my wife and I, but we deal with it. We'll deal with it no matter what, because she's our daughter and we love her. We took her off for her HbA1c blood test, which effectively just checks to see how many dead red blood cells are hanging around in our bloodstream. That's the effective way of putting it. So yeah, took her off for that today, so hopefully that comes back and she's not doing too badly. I want to get on to an insulin pump, so I completely understand why they want to do it. Right, that's everything windroad, so we can start to bale it now. I understand why they want to get the little one onto the pump, don't get me wrong. But, she's not 2 yet. She's not even 2. Oh, I'm taking this the wrong way. She will be interested in the pump, and she will want to play with it. Now, how can you tell a child of that age not to play with something that's on her body? I mean, it's... I don't want to encourage any sort of association of shame with her own body, in that she shouldn't do anything that she wants to with her own body. I mean, when she grows up, if she wants to get tattoos and piercings and whatever, then she can get tattoos and piercings and whatever. As it stands right now, I'd say I wouldn't mind her doing those things. When she grows up, I might mind her doing those things. I can't comment on that right now. But what I can say is my wife's got tattoos and piercings, and I don't have an issue with them. and it would be hypocritical to tell my daughter to not get a piercing or get a tattoo or whatever if my wife's got tattoos and piercings and I've got a tattoo. So it's one of those. We just want to ensure that she has a decent head on her shoulders and can make up her own mind about those bits and pieces. So yeah, we I forgot where I was going with that, but yeah, she had her HbA1c test today. So hopefully, as I said, that all comes back okay. That's it, I was talking about the pump. Now, I can't tell her, do not play with the pump. I mean, it's attached to her body. She's going to be curious, especially because it's attached to her body. I mean, she gets curious about all sorts. She's always pointing at things going, what's that? What's that? What's that? Tell me. which in itself is cute and everything, because she's turning around and being like, oh, tell me. I'm like, yeah, I'll tell you what it is. And explain whatever it is that she's pointing at, whether it be one of the games on the shelf, whether it be photo on the wall, whether it be a poster. My sister-in-law got me, as I've mentioned before, my wife and I, we quite like Harry Potter. My sister-in-law for Christmas got me the Harry Potter headwig and Privet Drive sign. So I made that not long after Christmas, and little one was like, what's that? What's that? I was like, it's an owl. Owl? Yeah. And then she's got a Hedwig as well. So I explained to her, yeah, it's Hedwig. And now she holds up her Hedwig, holds it and points to the little one and goes, owl. Because she's a good little girlie. She is the apple of my eye. She's everything to me. Her and my wife are my whole world. But I mean, that's the way it should be. Alright. Now they've got a good amount of grass, so we shall bale the rest of it as soon as I get this in the gap. Too close. Better. Not perfect, but better. Alright. Baler. Oh, did I have to refill this with netting? Oh no, we've got some. Okay. Oh, really? Okay, let's pick up that tiny bit that I missed. Right there. Hold on. Oh no, is that the bit that I saw before that I haven't actually missed? It just looks different, a different colour. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Now I know it's annoying, but I'm going to go down here, I'm going to get a little bit of this other stuff to top off this bale. Okay. Pick up the pickup and let's get this field done. I just want to see in total how many this field on its own would do. I say this field is this field plus the extras. Awesome. Don't want to cut the corner, do we? We'll miss the nummy grass. As I do this, another swig of me coffee. There we go, although it's kind of cold, and I did it again. That's alright, back up over it and pick it up. We really are pumping out a hell of a lot of bales with this already. I say a hell of a lot, it's what, 4, 5. Okay. Yeah, we're 6. Okay, we are pumping them out. That's not bad. I am kind of chuffed. Auto drop. I left auto drop on. We need to make as much money as we can off all of this, because I've got $70,000 of credit card debt. When they call, I tell them I can't pay it back yet. Credit card debt. Tomorrow I buy myself a new dining room set for this Boba Fett. Credit card debt. Credit card debt. Credit card debt. I do apologise. As I said before, it's just my mind. Some things live in there rent-free, and pretty much all of the songs from that episode of Family Guy called In Harmony's Way, yeah, they live in there rent-free. Get out of the left lane, you stupid Asian. Yeah, I'm not going to go into that anymore. Oh, and who could forget the classic train on the water, boat on the tracks. Oh, hold on, I have to go for 2 seconds. My daughter is stood up in her crib that has her side down against me, so I'll be back in a moment. I do apologise. And we're back. I am so sorry about that. I do apologise. As I said, my daughter, she was stood up in her crib, and one of the sides of the crib is down. Because as I said before, I don't know if anyone's there, anyone remembers, cares, any of that, but my wife and I live in a small place. It's only a... No, that was just ground textures. Okay. We live in a small place. It's only a 1 bed. We are looking to move at some point, but as and when we get there, kind of thing. Find somewhere suitable, get accepted for it. It's not the easiest thing in the world to move. So yeah, that was a little scary, so I do apologise about that. But that's why we have the camera, to keep an eye on her and make sure she doesn't do things that she's not supposed to. So as I say, do apologise for this small interruption. If this was going out via OBS or something, I'd have a small little sign that came up saying technical difficulties or something like that, but yeah, I don't, so I didn't. Okay, so we got everything now, plus very nearly another. Right, another bale. This might be a little annoying, but I'm going to top off this bale with a touch of this. In fact, I'm going to grab that bit there. And then start to grab some of this middle lot, like that. And no, I'll just remember that we had one. Ah. I need to drop the pickup. Let's try that one again, shall we? There we go. That's better. Oh wow, okay. Move, cheeky chicks. Almost spatchcocked another one. Yes, I'm a big kid. Grab that bit. Okay. Got access to this land though, don't I? Yeah. Maybe you don't give me your silly little in-game warnings about things that I'm already aware of. Right. Ah, come on. Oh yeah, I was mentioning earlier, other games I could play. I'd be happy to do what, Assassin's Creed Rogue, possibly Odyssey if anyone wants to see it. Yeah, just feel free to let me know in the comments if there are any other games you'd like to see. I'd quite happily, if I'm able to play them, I'll play them. If it gets a good enough reception, or if I feel like it, even if it doesn't get a good reception, I'll carry it on to game completion. As I said before, I enjoy playing games, and if it's a game that I enjoy playing, I don't mind playing it. Obviously. So it's one of those, I have no issue putting up my gameplay. I like to think of myself as an efficient gamer. I'm not going to spend my time running backwards and forwards here, there and everywhere if I don't have to. Yeah, could have probably done with a bit more. That's fine. We'll just leave it as this. Yeah, this will need doing fairly quick, won't it? With that being the case, actually, let's see if we can get it to finish off with these ones here. Because I will be dropping the bits over here anyway, so... Brilliant. Brilliant, it's not. I thought I'd left auto drop on. Now, I don't mean to be a pain, and this may be a little tedious for some, but yeah, I am going to run every last one of these back and forth like this. Actually, yes I am. So I'll apologise now, but it's what's happening. Ah. My horses are proper wonky because of the pasture and the angles it's at. It's my fault. Again, like everything else on there, it's my fault. I'm not going to blame anyone else. It's not a multiplayer, it's not like I'm Chainsaw 100 and Dagger Win or anything. Or if something goes really wrong, I'll probably blame it on the other one. But yeah, it's their fault. I don't have anyone else to blame, it's all on me. I can't even blame the workers because I don't hire them. At least if I hide the workers, I'd be able to blame the AI for half of the mistakes, but no, it's all on me. Oh, it turns out I left auto drop on for this one. Well, that wasn't very good now, was it? Okie doke. Well, there we go. We've got 5 of them done. This is going to take forever. Strap in, guys. We are getting there. Slowly, but we are getting there. how many left over here? Was it 2, 3? 2. Okay, that's nice. Bump. Okay. So, one roll will do about 10 bales. That's okay. That's a fair trade. We didn't have any bales over here, was it? No, that was just grass collected there. And of course this isn't forgetting that we put a bale, well, I say a bale, we put some of this into our goats as well, so not a huge amount, but some. Oh. I don't know why I started putting it over at this end. I should have stuck it on the front end. Okay, good enough. There's another 14 bales that we didn't have. So we can't complain at that, can we? It seems at the start of this episode, all of this area was covered in tree stumps. Nice. That's that done. Good enough. There we go. Alright, let's pop these. Say let's pop these. Let's not. Let's pop this. Let's pop this back where it should go. But first, let's almost knock over the whole pallet of bale wrap. Up in that gap there, isn't it? There we go. Alright. Spinny spin and place. Wow. I'm very happy that we managed to get all of that cut wrapped. That cut baled and wrapped. It's chuffed. Okay. Okay. Very quick save, and this is what I was going to have a look at. I threw in about 5,000. Oh wow. I didn't need to throw any of that in there then. Okay. We need to okay 8 AM, advance it through to May. Okay, and first things first, we need to run the horses. So come on, Max. Fair. And because we have to, if we want to see anything about where we are with the riding or anything like that. So as we ride, I shall make myself a coffee. Okay, there's the riding done. Let's get them cleaned off. And our tax. Awesome. Huh. That's funny. Well, you gotta love some glitches. And we can go into there and take that away now. Okay. I am making the executive decision to get rid of a couple of trees. If I jump in there, so I'll just pull the trailer around with this one. I will want to throw some fuel in this at some point as well. But yeah, there are some trees that require removal. Not many, just a couple. I'll tell you what, I can be double cheeky. I'm going to take this as well. Like that. Right. So we're looking at 3 here. And yes, I tabbed. I don't like tabbing. I did it because I want to be quick and get this done. So we want this one here gone. Like that. Which means that we can ditch this one here in roughly the same direction. And that's going to land on my tractor. Almost. Now this one. We can. I think we do. I should just deal with this properly. Okay. Okay. Okay, is that? I would imagine, yeah, that just... Right. This one first. Okay. That's fine. over here. There you go. 2. Three, and the last one. There it is. Awesome. Throw that on there. These are cut down now, which is good. So strip these off. Did that one? That did. Oh, that's off this one. I thought there was just a tiny bush in the floor. I was like, where's that come from? I haven't seen one like that before. No, of course I haven't. Well, I have. I've seen lots of them like it, and they all come off the same type of tree. Right. Awesome. Awesome. I thought I'd missed one. I hadn't. That's just a barrel, isn't it? Right. Da. 5 meters? 5.9. 6.4. 6. What's that? 6.9. Yeah. Okay. All right. How long have we got left on this one? 17.3. So 5.8. 6.2. Not too far off. Yeah. All right. shouldn't have done that. I should have just left it. Right, okay. About here. 5 point what? 7.6, too long. 6.3. 5.2, 11. 6.4, 4.6, that'll do. Oh, brilliant, I can lift that bit too. Alright. Okay. Okay. Awesome. Now it's just a case to pick the rest of these. Can I get any of oh, that one's long enough to grab. I'll grab that then. Awesome. Okay. Let's get in this so it's not just wasting all of my fuel. Because I do pay for that. It's not free. The hell is wrong with you? Why aren't you working? There we go. Oh. Okay, awesome. This shouldn't take too long. There isn't much here. Haha. Awesome sauce. I wonder, I know I've done it in the past, but I wonder would I be able to get all three of these? There's one. Okay. Ah ha ha, there we go. That's what I wanted. There we go. Okay, that's those ones. So I don't know why I dropped that there, really. Awesome. I tabbed. I didn't like it, but I did. As in, I did tab, but not that I did like it. Okay, fine, be like that. I'll try again. Grr. Okay, that's all of those ones, so let's shift this up to the next one. How big's a tree? 24. Oh, I haven't got much wiggle room on this. Ah, that'll do. Okay. It's those two that the important ones, really. Because I can manhandle that last one without an issue. In fact, if I... shift that over to there, that should make all of this fairly easy. Nice. Okay. Okay. We are very nearly done. Where's that odd one? There it is. We'll grab that. Oh. Okay, and last one. There we go. And click, 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 click. There we go, right. Awesome. Alright, let's go and get this lot sold. And yeah, we'll get back to the farm, and I think we'll call it quits there for today, because there isn't a huge amount for us to do in the month of May. But we are lined up ready to harvest next month, because is it the oats? Definitely the wheat and the barley next month should be ready. There we go. Get through these bits before it catches on everything. It sends me flying or gets stuck. Okay. So all of that off. Let's see how much we get. Okay. 10 grand. Can't complain at 10 grand for a little bit of work. That's better than no grand. Hold on. That's what I want. That's what I was thinking of. We could do with some more feed for the chickens, and I was about to say we could do with some more feed for the chickens. Let me go and buy some. Yes, let me go and buy some. They aren't happy. They aren't happy, chickies. That's not a problem. So let's go and buy some chicken food. It's not ideal, but it's not the end of the world. And we'll fit that on the back of this, so that's not a problem. And click. Click. Okay. Nice and easy. Let's take these back and get these dropped off into the coop. What's in the other one? Can we see? Yeah, not a lot. But it's fine. We'll get these back. We'll get these dropped in. To ensure we're not going to crash for a moment. They still got like 600 litres. They're okay. Okay. Still all foggy over there, look. Yeah, that's my mistake. I thought at the last second. Did I turn the engine off? Yes. Okay. Right. Now. How do I figure out which one's which? This one should tell me how much feed it's got in it. 0. 0 feed. That's nice. That makes that easy. Awesome. There's one. There we go, that works. Okay. Hmm. 95% yield bonus. No idea why that's only 95%. I mulched, it's double fertilised, isn't it? Yeah. So, no idea, but it doesn't really matter. Okay, we've done all right for this episode. Alright, jump in this one, take it back up to the top. And I believe that's it for May. So I'm going to park this up. No, I'm not. Alright. Yeah, crash counter's on 2. It's fine. That's what I was doing it for. I just wanted to be able to access both of these. Hey. There we go. Awesome. Oh, looks like I could do with repairing this thing. So let's sort that out. Let's refill it with fuel and then fix it. Repair a couple of grand. And it did. It charged us this time. That's fine though. Okay. Wow. That was productive. As I said, I'm going to spin it on to... Yeah. I'm going to spin it on to the morning of June. And that is where we shall call it for this episode. So, to those of you that join me, thank you very much. To those of you that are watching this at some later point, thank you very much. It's very much appreciated. From me, Wolfie69, have a good one. Happy gaming, happy farming. Cheers. Bye-bye.